My name's David Avitia. I'm a catcher, and you're watching the Birds Broadcast Network.
Hey, if the Birds are playing baseball, then we're talking into microphones, sitting on chairs for, of course, the Birds Eye View pregame show. Scotty Gange, I'll be your host once again, alongside the team beat reporter Alec Henden. Alec, it's great to be back at the ball yard.
Absolutely, Scotty. It's been way too long since we've had a game, and under great conditions here today. The sun is shining in Cotuit. Beautiful setting here at Lowell Park. I'm ready to get going. I'm fired up.
He's fired up. If you've been following the Orleans Firebirds, you know that the last week or so has been frustrating. But if you haven't been, a bit of a breakdown. Yesterday, the game was supposed to be against Chatham, of course, at Eldridge Park, the first rivalry game of the 2019 season. Rain fell from the air, no baseball, here we are today. Last week, several rainouts, and for the first time since last Wednesday, we're at a away ball game.
And just like last Wednesday, Adam Seminaris is going
to look at how he did that.
Going to be towing the rubber for the Firebirds.
Yeah, we planned that a little bit. That was good, huh? Nice show.
That baby.
So a bit of a breakdown on Sunday, the last time the Birds saw the field, the doubleheader, 2 1-0 wins over the Wareham Gatemen. Game 1, of course, the deep fly, walk-off, home run, solo shot by Ray Gill. Game 2, in the third inning, a solo shot by Shea Whitcomb. Two baseballs hit over the fence for 2 wins and 4 points for the Firebirds. How big is that for them?
It's huge. You always want to take advantage when you have the home games, and you have 2 home games against a good Wareham team where they had a frustrating tie the last time they played them. It's pretty impressive. You can throw 14 innings and shut a team out. So tons of credit goes to the pitching staff. But I think if you ask the offense, they want to do a little bit more. But they're going to take the victories and be like, okay, we have these victories, but we have more work that we want to get done.
Yeah, going to talk about the immaculate pitching staff when Josh White comes on at the end of the Bird's Eye View pregame show. We're also going to be talking to a player today. It's going to be very exciting. That's a surprise. So you're going to have to wait till after Alec comes on. After this guy gets out of here, we're going to get somebody else in this big seat. But something that you have to break down, and Alec, I'll ask you on this, is the offense. They left a lot on the table on Sunday. Of course, the 2 wins is great. But what do we expect to see different after the 2 off days for the Firebirds?
Well, I think as a team, they've been very reliant on the home run ball, which obviously when you win 1-0 games, it works out just fine. But you want to be able to build the bigger innings. Like when they beat Hyannis, they had a 3-run inning where they got 4 consecutive hits to get the offense rolling and take advantage of that early lead to beat Hyannis. So I think they're going to want to do more of getting on base and just finding hits, being maybe a little more aggressive in the count. Because one thing I say this offense has done really well is taking their walks. I believe they lead the Cape League in walks taken as an offense, which is a very positive sign. They're wearing down the opposing pitchers that they face, and that typically will bode well for the offense. But when you get those walks and you get those free bases, you got to get the big hit to get them in.
You talk about walks, and that really reminds me of the team that Orleans is playing today in the Cotuit Kettleers. Nick Gonzalez, he'll be in the lineup today. He's got 10 walks, 4 hit by pitches. He leads the Cape League in that. He's also a phenomenal hitter at the plate, hitting over 270. With him and the rest of the Cotuit lineup, what are we expecting to see out of them?
Well, I think they're going to try to do what the Firebirds do so well and be patient and make Adam Seminaris work. He hasn't allowed an earned run yet in the Cape in 2 starts. They're going to want to put a dent in that, so they're going to probably want to be patient. But if Adam Seminaris is doing what he did in his first 2 games and pounding the strike zone, it could be a long day for Cotuit at the plate.
Could be a long day. Nick Gonzalez also 2 home runs on the season. But the story, of course, last Sunday was the pitching staff. Josh White's going to come on later, but Noah Skuro and I caught up with him after the game, after his phenomenal start on Sunday. Check it out. 2 starts in a row, 2 fantastic outings tonight, 3 innings pitched, no earned runs. What was working so well for you on the mound tonight?
Fastball command was really good. I had my slider today, which was nice, and mixing in some change-ups, keeping them off balance.
I want to take you back to your final out. There was 2 outs. Darren Baker, one of the fastest guys in the Cape, was on third base, or the leadoff guy was on third base. Darren Baker, one of the best hitters in the Cape, was at the plate. You could have easily pitched around him, tried to locate. There was an open bag, but you went right to him and got 3 strikes for a strikeout. Is that how you approach the game in terms of aggressiveness?
Yeah, I mean, I just think if my stuff's on, I have a chance against anybody. And as long as I'm in the zone, then I'm competitive and just go right after them.
You let out a loud grunt on that final fastball that you threw him by. Was that you mustered up all your strength on that one?
Yeah, I was trying to run it by him, just trying to get it in there and run it by him. So.
Well, it worked out, and this time, last Sunday when you played against Bourne, it was a 2-1 loss, and here you get a 1-0 win. Is it nice to be on this end of the game?
Absolutely, yeah. Hate losing, but be on the winning side is great.
Pitching 3 innings, watching 4 more with different relieving pitchers come in and save the day, really, and close things out for you. How much confidence does that give you in this team?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, you know that you can come out of the game, and if you got a lead, it's going to stay there. And if you're losing, I mean, just let the offense work because they're not going to score too many more.
Your command was working. Do you find that after you pitch in a game, you're a little more invested in it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, when you've played in the game, you're in it more because you've been a part of it, whereas you're just on the bench, you're just kind of hanging out, just watching.
You'll get that opportunity to hang out, kind of relax. You get a big off day. Everybody does tomorrow. What's in store for you in the next 5 or 6 days as you're not going to be on the bump?
Get my lifts in, get some dry work in, some throwing in, and hopefully get on the golf course a little bit.
All right, I love that. No, I went on the Wareham broadcast, and I talked about the heck of a mane of a beard you have today, and they were blown away by it. So fantastic job there, fantastic job today. Coming up next, center fielder and leadoff man Zach Daniels joins the show. Excited to have the leadoff man today out in center field, Mr. Zach Daniels, joining our Bird's Eye View pregame show. First off, thanks for the time.
Thank you for having me.
You excited for today? We're two days off, finally playing baseball again.
Yes, finally. We got some good weather.
Yeah,
Sun's out.
It's beautiful, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me. I feel like we're at like this, it's a small world Disneyland field of the Cape Cod League because all these like buildings around here. Do you feel the same?
Yes.
It's so
yes.
weird.
It's just like small town, like old town.
Yeah.
Old town setup, like nothing. There's no Applebee's.
I feel like I should get a huge like soft serve or something.
Yeah,
here.
it's like their own world out here.
I gotta ask you, every time I look at you, you're laughing.
Yeah.
What's so funny?
I just like to have fun playing baseball. That's about it.
It looks
Yeah.
like you have a lot of fun. All these guys have a lot of fun.
Yes.
What's the most fun part in playing baseball for you?
Learning from different guys, just playing every day, and then just having fun in and out the dugout and just hanging out with new guys from all over.
You like playing baseball. You also like playing with Legos.
Yeah, I do.
Tell
I
me
do
about
like
that.
Legos. I like Legos ever since I was a little kid. So,
Was there like a tipping point, like a specific day where you were like, do you know what? Legos are sick.
I think it was just ever since once I figured out what I could do with the Legos, like building spaceships from my own mind, just putting them together and stuff like that.
And it still reigns true today.
Yeah, I do love them. I don't have any with me though.
Oh,
That's the sad
That's
part.
a long summer.
Yeah, I know. That's a long summer.
All right, I'll track you back. If there's one specific Lego Starship, Battle Star, whatever thing that you made that you're most proud of, is there one you could pick out?
Yes, there's one that I made from scratch. Like I took some parts that were in the instructions and then added some new stuff that I wanted from my mind, my imagination, and I really liked it. It was a lot of fun doing.
What did it look like?
It was like a spaceship, but it had like it was almost like a baseball for like the cruise ship, almost where the driver would sit.
Okay.
And it was orange. And it was like a little globe that he sat in.
Whoa.
For where like.
You send that into like BMW or anything like that?
No, I didn't. I should have.
Yeah.
I should have.
It seems like it kind of stirs the creativity portion of your brain. Do you feel like that at all translates to baseball or anything like that today?
It could. Just having fun with it and just taking little things that you can pick out to have fun with in the game.
I noticed you have lots of wristbands on. What do those mean to you? If there's anyone specifically?
One of them just says strength, integrity, passion, which we got from Tennessee, just having strength and integrity in Christ, and then just passion for whatever you're passionate about.
What are you passionate about?
Christ, baseball, and family.
Tell me about your family.
Family's from New Jersey, so they're up here. I think they're gonna come today. If
Really?
not today, tomorrow, and they're up till Sunday. But my mom and my dad are from New Jersey. My dad grew up in New York though, and then they moved down to Georgia that's where I'm from.
That was pretty cool. Normally when I ask different players what they're passionate about, they go, Do you know what? Yes, and you were right away.
Yeah.
Christ, family, baseball. That's
Yes.
pretty awesome.
Yes.
It's always been that way for you?
Yes.
That's really cool, man. Let's touch on baseball before I know we got a fun game today. What are you looking for out of yourself?
I'm just looking to improve every day. Improve every day, having fun while you're doing it. Because if you don't have fun, then what are you doing it for?
It's a waste of time if you're not having fun,
Yeah,
huh?
that's what I would think.
Are you having fun?
Yes, definitely.
On a scale of 1 to 10, like 10?
Oh, 11.5.
11.5. Are you kidding me? This guy's having 11.5% or
Yes.
out of 10 fun.
Yes.
Hey, go have some fun. It's a great
Oh,
day
yeah.
for baseball, man.
Great
Appreciate
day.
your time. Zach Daniels, he'll be the first batter today for the Orleans Firebirds with a smile on his face.
My name is Donovan Benoit. I'm a right-handed pitcher, and a fun fact about me is I lived in 5 different states and 8 different cities.
Hi, my name is Zach Akoska. I play outfield, and you're watching the Birds Broadcast Network.
My name is AJ Lewis. I'm a utility player for the Orleans Firebirds, and you're watching the Birds Broadcast Network.
It's a long way to the top. It's fantastic. If there's music playing in the air, there's baseball about to be played. broadcaster Josh White hanging in here. We've got an exciting game today, Josh. Cotuit and Orleans.
Yeah, first time this summer they'll meet. First of 4 meetings, and best part about it, there's no rain, not a cloud in the sky. Great music going on here at Lowell Park.
Dude, I'm loving it. I'm sitting back in the chair. Normally I'm sitting right up here.
It's a great vibe. It's a great vibe.
It's a good day for baseball. If you're going to stream our broadcast, he's going to be on the call alongside Thomas Zinzarilla. It's going to be fantastic. And let's talk about this upcoming game. On the mound for Orleans today, me and Alec Henden talked about it a little bit earlier. Adam Seminaris, he's been outstanding. The epitome of outstanding.
Yeah, you look up outstanding in the dictionary, a photo of Adam Seminaris is right there.
That's good.
He's been that good. 24 consecutive innings without allowing an earned run, dating back to Long Beach State. You know the last time he gave up an earned run? May 10th.
May 10th?
May 10th. I was 20 years old back then.
This guy's 21. You ever heard of that?
That's been a while, man. It's been some time since Seminaris has had a bad outing, and he's been that dominant on the Cape. Just throws strikes, doesn't overpower hitters, but he's really been the ace of this staff so far.
So if you've been following last week's game, that was at Hyannis, of course, Orleans won. Adam Seminaris pitched great, 3 2/3. He would have gone the full 4, but got a line shot right into, I believe it was his quad area. It went on the ground. It was very scary, but luckily for him, luckily for the Firebirds and really everybody, he was okay. He walked off the field on his own power, but a scary moment for sure.
Yeah, absolutely a scary moment. Looked great his first outing, 5 scoreless, just allowed a couple of hits. Then he was going to be a little shorter in outing number 2, and Kelly Nicholson made that clear from the onset he was going to go 4. Was 1 out away. I think he was 1 or 2 strikes away from getting through 4, and then just that hot shot right back up the middle. Probably the hardest ball that's been hit off of him all
we
summer.
Check the stat.
We got to check TrackMan.
Yeah, that's it. TrackMan or whatever.
It is what it is. Glad he's okay, and he'll be back out there today.
So something you also have to follow for the Firebirds today. Of course, 2 games on Sunday. Nobody really pitched that much. Both starters pitched 3 innings, and everybody came in 1 inning at a time in terms of relievers. Everybody is hot. 2 days off after that. How does that change, you believe, Kelly Nicholson and Matt Troop's planning for today?
Honestly, I don't think it changes a single thing, Scotty, to be honest with you. I think Adam Seminaris is going to go 4, maybe 5 innings. Then it'll be a bullpen. And it's going to be the same bullpen we've seen, an inning here, an inning there.
Right.
Knowing Kelly Nicholson, and especially early in the season, we're now a quarter way through, he's still getting to know his guys and rotate guys. It's not, this is my guy, I'm riding him in the 6th, I'm going to this guy in the 7th. This guy's a setup man, this guy's our closer every single game. It's Cape Cod. You're going to rotate your guys. If I have it right, the next 2 guys up are Michael Hobbs and Cam Fields, 2 righties that I think those might be the first 2 guys in the ballgame for Orleans today, and then some other combination from there on the back end.
We love talking about the Orleans Firebirds, but to fill everybody in, let's talk about the Cotuit Kettleers. They're starting Joe Nahas on the mound tonight.
Yeah, big right-hander from Georgia Southern. 3rd school in as many years, but he's a guy who doesn't necessarily overpower too many hitters. 90-93 with the fastball, has a good breaking ball as a secondary pitch. But he started his freshman year at UMBC, got rocked to an over 16 ERA, went the JUCO route. Georgia Southern figured it out here on the Cape, and he's making his 3rd appearance for Cotuit, his first start. We'll see how he fares here at Lowell Park.
None of his 3 appearances, or first 2 appearances, were over 3 innings, although he does post a quality, he posts a quality ERA, only gave up 2 runs in all of his appearances so far this season. Kettleers offense, they're very good, led by a couple strong guys. What do we know about them?
I think Nick Gonzalez is the first guy that your eyes go right to. He's reached base.
Earlier.
He's reached base in every single game so far in Cape Cod, and he did that at New Mexico State this past season. Hit above 400, top 10 nationally in average. And even if you're at New Mexico State, you're at Sheboygan, Wisconsin, Kansas. I don't know where it is. Wherever
That's
you're
where
going
Chicken
to school.
Joe is from.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go. Wherever you're going to school, Arizona State, University of Miami, it doesn't matter. You hit above 400, you're doing something right. You had 16 home runs, above 70 RBIs. That's the guy you want in your lineup. He's the main guy that's kind of plugged in there.
Yeah.
The other guy I'm excited to see is Onaja Anu. And it's a great name,
Heck
I
of
know.
a name.
He's gonna make
Give
the
me
Cape
that.
Cod,
He's
gonna make the Cape Cod Baseball League all-name team. He's a guy that's transferring to Kentucky. That he's a toolsy player. He's really been the DH for Cotuit so far. They've relied on the long ball a lot. They're one of the teams towards the top of the Cape in home runs. It flies out at Lowell Park sometimes, but you can get it up there. I think Scotty Gange could even hit a home run here.
Oh man, not even close. I could ground out here, that's for sure. But hey, it's time for baseball. Taylor Swift is up top. Before we play, I would feel awful if I didn't recognize that. Max Troiani of the Firebirds, he's hitting .378. He leads the Cape Cod League in average, and it's just been phenomenal. We're going to get to see him. We're going to get to listen to him because it's time for some baseball here at Lowell Park. It's Cotuit and Orleans. Gosh, it's a great day. Let's have some fun.